burned. And it burned the carpet. Hello everybody, this is Noir, and welcome to Haunted Cities Volume 3, our last in our little stop of Kitty Horror Show's more experimental games. And the first one up is Basements. That is a rabbit. Well, I guess this is a good summation of Kitty Horror Show in general, with textures popping in and out. Everything is all distorted. Screens flickering. Oh, I'm jumping off. Whoops. You'd like that, wouldn't you? I think it's what it said. Ooh, so apparently I can't die. Ow, ow, my ears. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna be turning down the volume of this one for you guys, because holy shit. I went into something. Curled around. Something like that. Hello. I'm being taken. It was cold in the mud here behind the tall building. The mud was different too. It moved, trying to hold me. I couldn't see my leg where you snap it, but I could feel it dragging behind me by intended. I remember struggling to breathe and thinking, don't let it get me. I don't want it to get me. I don't know what I thought it was, only that there was something in that tall building or in the mud beneath me. Something that laughed at my fur and whispered to me, and I didn't want to be a part of it. But I lost so much blood, and I was so tired. Breathing was so hard, and I could feel fluid in my lungs bubbling each time I panted. The mud was cool, and it promised to be gentle. I guess I must have let it take me down. I remember watching it cover my eyes. I felt the warmth of the worm. I felt the warmth of the worms and the roots. Oh, it was cold in the mud there behind the tall building. The mud was different too. Oh no, it's just continuing here. Like a warm water and worm and roots coiling like some slipping around my thighs and waist in front of the tendon snapped, and the roots pulled my leg away. My beneath, I thought I might be eaten. What is eating me? But it didn't want to eat me. It wanted to claim me, hold me close, and make me part of it. I never saw its face or learned its name, but it was large, and it's the thing that waits under the mud to taste the blood of dying animals and seek them out and carry them here to the shadow of the tall building. But on a different side of the road that must have brought you here too. You must have bled out on the mud somewhere. Funny though, it didn't put me in a cage. Okay, well I guess that is one possible thing. Surely there's other buildings, so there must be more, right? Let's go into this building. Ooh. Like the way it peels? Like blistering skin. Not like, really. That's what it is. So much heart in that paint, and it kept the walls so fine and smooth for so long. Fine and smooth was not what they were meant to be. The heat has things to say about that. Crawling, curling, blackening things. Orange and flickering all around on faces and trees and snow and pavement. Wild and grand and tall and dissolving. Things that have been with us for years. All of that age and growth and memory twisting its way toward the moon. Some get trapped inside. Some run out and watch. Some gather around to stare and see what happens. Some like the warmth. Some wake up too late to get out. Some suck down smoke and drop. Some sort through the ash later on. Fingers black and gray. Ash and rain and damage. Every hallway is a gamble when the castle's sliding down toward the ground like sand. You're not at your best right now with that nightgown bunching up around your knees, catching you and tripping you because it's furious that you leave so many of its kin behind. It doesn't want you leaving. Hello. Has opening doors ever hurt so much? They bite the hand now, glowing and vivid, but who knows what's behind them. It won't be what you're expecting, or at least it will look very different. The place doesn't feel quite the same from down there, doesn't it? Making it pretty hard to find your way. I don't even know what these stabbing things are, but they are creeping me out a little bit. You don't want to go in that room. The ashes are gathering there, holding court, making decisions about what to do with all those photographs of you. The ones of summer and those friends you don't see anymore. The pool and the sunset, and that night you snuck into the mall. You're just going to have to give those up, I think. Down there is good for you, better for breathing, even if the floor is hotter than you'd like it to be. The shouting isn't down there, never was. And you can comb your fingers through the carpet and it'll teach you old songs of pollen and hair and dust and footsteps and mud. Better say your goodbyes now. I think I've explored every room in here, so I think we're gonna call it that. She clamps a hand down on the bleeding wound in her side, feeling remotely that is not her hand, but the hand of the machine which she pilots, and that she is a small, vulnerable presence within the machine's skull. The machine rises to its feet over many long, laborious moments, after many long, labored breaths, and begins walking forward, its legs expanding and contracting, flash fire signals of electricity thrown from her throne in the skull to tell the when to bend and when to open. But the machine is not operating at full capacity. It is dragging itself forward, crippled and broken. It has no destination, and so it has no reason to operate at full speed. She could approach one of these dark houses, found its walls are kicked through with great mechanical strength. There is some part of her that knows what to do, so would only met a slow, ignominious death on the couch of some recipient stranger. She could keep walking at the street, but she doesn't know what lays ahead of the curved new landscape of shadow dashing knife throwers she might find behind the nearest fire hydrant or street light or corner house or cul-de-sac. She looks back and rather turns ahead of her machine to look back and search for the knife she plucked into her flesh and tasted her blood. One would think at the very least it would grant her a favor in return. The machine opens its mouth to the sky and emits a grating, rusted sound, a hollowing of metal, a laugh and a scream, and it lets its hands from its wounds, and the blood that pours out is not red but black and thick like mud. And the operator in the machine's head takes her hand for the controls, because the control is futile now, and the machine is not a vehicle now. It is a person within a person, its own entity, its own creature locked inside a maze. It has powers to negotiate, and she can neither help nor be helped by it. The howl of itself bangs against the sky, echoing back at her, shaking the motionless trees and grating against the skin of her own spine until the follices of her hair stand erect, and she clamps her hands to her ears and lets out a scream of her own. Stop! She screams. Stop! She screams again, because the first scream was not enough. Stop. You can see the pause scream here, because I was going to move on to the next game, because I think that is everything. I do plan on returning to some of the Haunted Cities games at some point, so if I did miss something, then let me know. But for now, we're going to call it, this was Basement. I haven't really given out a description of Kitty, but this is a perfect summation of what most of our games are like. And if you would like to see more of it, feel free to keep watching. And here we find ourselves with Castle Wormclot. So anyway, so this game doesn't really have any content warnings like the other games did. All it says is make the nightly rounds. How do other humans look in this universe? It almost looks like the mask from Super Mario Bros. 2. Hi. How are you doing? I'm the gravekeeper. I keep these graves, understand? They're mine, the graves. You can't have them. I keep them. They're mine. I don't try to take your little waxy nightsticks from you, do I? Buzz off, dingus. Stay away from my graves. Here lieth sister Hizessa, stinketh to death by wasps, stungeth, whatever. Here lieth brother Montillo, haunted savagely by ghosts. To be fair, they were people he killed. Karma sucks, huh, Montillo? Dead of poisonous potions. She couldn't get enough of this stuff until she actually did. Here lieth a real piece of shit. Just the worst asshole. Virally I hated him, who did set himself ablaze. Some kind of sex thing, props. Here via Sister Camellia. That peacefully of old age. Not very funny, Camellia. So thanks for nothing. God. Here via friend Gabera. Not dead, just sleeping. They enjoy of being buried, which is like right on. You do you. Yeah, we don't judge here. Here via brother Constano. Talk shit, got hit with many swords. Searching the hollow of a tree, you find a bag of money. Angry at capitalism, you pitch it off the side of the island. Eat shit, money. Fuck you, money. Hereby if you... Ooh, little candle keeper. Welcome to the chapel. Do you have any sins to confess? Goodness, I'll bet you do. Oh, goodness, I'll bet you do too. You naughty little candle keeper. Bet you lick the candles, don't you? Bet you like to. Roll around on the floor. So many sins, so sinful. Ha 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 ha. Be a dick. Listen, Oh, I can. Oh, I light things up. There, I've lighted your fucking candles. Are you fucking happy now, asshole? Searching the hollow of a tree, you find a large mason jar filled with some kind of blackish green brown fluid. A label on the side reads Power Scum Energy Drink. Old headband with a fake flower on it. It's kind of pretty, but it's definitely a dress code violation. You put it back. A box of handgun ammunition. Do you leave it there for someone else to find? You see those other people talking shit about you? Don't take shit for anybody. Don't shoot them up, but just in case, I feel like one is gonna attack you. A small cardboard box filled with live beetles. They are playing some sort of tiny card game. You gently put the box back where you found it. An ornate red-handled knife. It's slick with some kind of red food and smells like an insect's guts. A pair of eyeballs. They stare at you in mute surprise. I don't want trouble from nobody. Just doing my job. What is this crystal thing over here? Oh, it's a teleporter. Oh, that's neat. Ho hum, ho hum. Life here in the castle is so dreadfully dull sometimes. Oh, hello there, little candle keeper. Making the rounds, are ya? Best of luck. Be careful not to fall off the walkways. You'll be snapped back to where you started, and it'll probably be slightly annoying. Tragedies, am I right? So there's a case I ever need to restart, I suppose. I've never seen a whale, not even a picture of one. Whoa, that fire on the village island just never goes out. Why can't the candles do that? Name, Gavious. Class, Vigildingus. Inks, 80. Gloom, debilitating. Piety, free. Will, 868. Vomit, hell, yes. Oh, our character changed a little bit. Class, Dusty, Whimperer, Ubiquitous, Blackberry scented vomit. Candlekeeper, hello, aren't you sweet? Keeping the castle walkways illuminated. I know you don't have any choice but to do so, but goodness is still so nice of you. I was a candlekeeper once myself, you know. Then I was promoted to stationary mask haver, which I have ever since been. It's nice to have a sense of purpose, you know. I'll bet you're just about the best candlekeeper the castle's ever had. So diligent, so driven, so beak-faced, adorbs. Aw, at least this person's nice to me. He knows my plight. He was also a candlekeeper. Feels like every time I talk with somebody about being a retail worker. Wish this tavern had a door. I'd do anything for a tall, frothy one right about now. Standing around wiggling my mask and repeating the same 3 lines since first you work. Can you even drink with that weird beak thing? What the fuck are you anyway? Welcome to the village, Candlekeeper. I'm afraid there's little and less to do around here, but you are welcome just the same. Once the tavern was an excellent place to gather and make merry, then the door disappeared. Weird how that can make a place seem less inviting. If you look closely at the trees here and on the other islands, you'll find nice things within their hollows. 9x bone crystal, bone demon juice, and zenny. Small cloth flower equip on the side, equip it to the edge of your hood, and instantly feels super cute. A pot of ink, black but shot fruit with swirls of glowing pearlescent violet. Enchanted, no doubt. Micro-civilization, a dimpled ant-like creatures living in an acrocyclism and an archaeology of onyx and gold. Key ring with 3 large old-looking keys. They're unusually warm to the touch. Man, I should show that one quote figure of my super adorbs flowered thing. I bet they would love it. Hey you, little candle creep, come here and push me off this ledge. Come on, it'll be hilarious. I just go ahead and jump off, but I'm fixed in place. Try not to think of it too hard now, thanks. Come on, do it. You a coward or something? Oh, there's no shove monk off ledge button, huh? Well, that's some bullshit. Kitty, you need to fix your game. Everyone tweet at Kitty telling her to have a shove monk off button. Don't actually tweet at Kitty saying that though. Here's one we haven't been to before. Very small, finely crafted porcelain statuette of a unicorn. Old deck of playing cards with a very attractive slary ocean night theme. Hello, Candlekeeper. I'm studying the mushrooms of this island. Would you like to hear my findings? Sure. Some of them are taller than others. Some of them are narrow, some are wide. The one kind smells like mothballs and lavender. The other smells mostly like very old dirt. I guess by studying I mean just looking at them for a long time. Science isn't exactly spiraling going around here. Science isn't exactly spiraling along around here. God, I'm bored. Crumpled black note with illuminated rocks written in silver gel pen. Small drawstring pouch with several pretty stones inside. Man, I'm just getting all the adorable stuff. Searching the hollow of a tree, you find another much smaller tree. The hollow in that one is too small for your fingers. See that hut? A witch lived there once. Then witches were outlawed and she was shoved off the island and the hut was boarded up. It could have been me because I don't have a sub witch off island button. But there's all kinds of witchy things in that hut. Cool knives, talking bugs, potions that make you like mega hot, bags full of, I don't know, cats. Oh crap, I kind of wanted to be a witch. Now that I'm thinking about it. I guess I better do some praying or something. Please don't tell anyone. Grabber centipede. This one is the lady centipede. You can tell by the little pink bow on its head. Why is this game so cute? Anyway, I feel like I've been wandering around lighting candles forever. I think I did most, if not all of them. So I think I'm gonna call it here. My vomit is avant-garde. Hope you all enjoyed. And here we are with Ghost Lake. Ugly little hamlet, isn't it? Kind of place where everyone knows everything about everyone else's business. Blink and you'll miss it. Of course, there are countless little towns like this, but this one was ours. If I sound sentimental, I'm not. We didn't ask for this town. Nobody ever does. Feel free to go wherever, do whatever. All the doors scabbed over. Nobody is going out to hassle you. I'll give you the tour if you find anything worth knowing about. Now, it said that you can drive in a car. Let's drive in a car. Ooh, music too. This music's awesome. I kind of wish that the sound of the car was a little more quiet. People like you and me, we need someplace nearby where we can just go sometimes. Someplace that's just for us, quiet and alone. Like a clubhouse when you were a kid, kind of. In towns this size, it rarely gets to be a building though. Usually it's the underside of a bridge or some pass of the railroad. Or a creek or some shit. Anyway, this is mine. I'm probably still under the snow there somewhere. It went after everyone else got shut up in their houses. Nobody came looking. It's fine though. I didn't come here because I wanted to be found. You know, so don't go digging for me or anything, you creep. Oh wow, this just got dark. Where did my car go? Car, come back here. I need you. Come back. Car, please. You didn't think you were the only one, did you? Oh no! That's spinning out of control. There she is, all warm and waist down in her milk and rose petal bath. What does she look like to you? She's different to everyone. To me, she was a nude woman's body with coyote legs and a face split down the middle. Prettiest thing I ever saw, until her skin started sliding off. Gunked up the lid pretty hard. Tried swimming in it once. Now it's not gonna happen. I thought that was like a building or something. My car is driving on its own again. Now, I believe I said in my dead end road video that I do not drive. Is this what you have to deal with when you have a car? I always wonder about these little clutches, these huddled little half dozens of houses that always seem to curl around the outside corners of these kinds of towns. Always so quiet and still, never a light on after 9 p.m. Standing so far apart from everywhere else. You can never look into the windows because the soft, silky drapes are always down. Whatever walks inside these houses stirs dust off the floor, shuffles its feet because its legs are too weak to pick them up very much. When you drive past them at night, you shut your lights off out of fear of waking them up. Well, everyone else does. Your lights don't shut off. My car also doesn't stop. So this tunnel's kind of interesting because it wasn't here to start with. One of the few times the folks in town ever tried to do anything. Started to wonder what was out there and how we get to it. So we started trying to dig to it. Never finished though. Every day was some new bullshit. Night crawlers tunneling up through your feet, or cave-ins, or weird mists that turned you inside out. Eventually, people just started getting exhausted and stopped showing up. Went back home, shut their doors, drew the curtains, turned their TVs on, and just fucking gave up. Even go back to the factory, most of them. Pretense was just sort of gone after that, so like, why bother? That's around when all the doors scabbed over. Electricity, gasoline, hard light, and the cloud of moths that will starve soon. Mother's milk. This flavor at night is available nowhere else. You can bathe in it. Tastes like oil and sugar and cheap beer and cigarette smoke and the curve of a neck wearing sweat and fitting perfume. It clings to you. You drag it with you on your heels. It hangs off your hair, makes your tongue and fingers feel sticky. Some people don't like that feeling. Never trust those people. Whoa, what? Holy shit. This factory has no collision. Amazing. Everybody needs a job, right? And in this town, this is where they are. Worst things they could do than factory production. It was just something to do, really. The things they made didn't go anywhere. Nobody ordered them or anything. Nobody sold them. Nobody bought them. Every week it was something different. Sometimes useful, sometimes not. There's a shop in town that's full of nothing but naked dolls and spider faces to this day. That'll be the one you hear all the sounds coming from. Like things that are dragging themselves around on the floor or trying to work their fingers under the doors. Wouldn't hang around that one for very long if I were you. Don't want them getting riled up in there. Look at all those vats just churning with sweat. There was just chemicals. Before you asked, I had no idea. Nobody knew. Not specifically. It was just everything. The sludge of everything. The ichor and sweat and piss and venom of everything. The everything that seeps into the ground when enough people stay in one place for too long. They refine it, or they distill it, or they turn it into Gatorade. Who the fuck knows? It was our chief exporter, strictly speaking, even though we didn't export it anywhere. Nowhere to export it to. Who wanted it? It was us. Even we didn't want us. Where do you think you're going? Nowhere. That's weird. Trying to escape from me. So anyway, I think that's gonna do it for Ghost Lake. Very fun game. I like the idea of just driving around at your own leisure. I think the mats are maybe a little too big for it. I wish it was just a little smaller, but I like that. I don't think it's my favorite of all the Haunted Cities games. I think that one is still going to be Rhodes, but this was a worthy contender. This one's definitely in the top 5. So anyway, that was 3 games out of the 4 that are present in this pack of Haunted Cities. There is actually one more game in this Haunted Cities pack, and then we're done with Haunted Cities for the time being, at least. This is the last of the Haunted Cities packs, and I hope you enjoyed this series. However, this will not be the last games I'll be playing by Kitty Horrorshow, as there are a few more unrelated projects, and I hope to see you all there. And until then, I'll see you all next time. Have a good day, everybody.